I've got a 2005 Volkswagen Golf, and it had been sitting around for almost a year. The problem with the vehicle is that it was having a hard time shifting. So every once in a while, when you try to go into first gear, it just wouldn't go, and you just have to try to force it in. And trying to get into reverse, sometimes the car would go forward instead of backwards, so I think it was actually going into second gear. So, and the shifting was just generally difficult and hard to find the spots. But I discovered through a very good friend of mine that a common cause of shifting problems occurs in the linkage, and he found just where it was, and I'm going to show you that, and then I'm going to try to repair it. So down here you can see part of the shifting linkage. Here's the shifting cables coming in from by the firewall, but the part that is causing all my problems, supposedly, is this part right here. It's a little two-part lever, I guess you'd call it. But there's a shaft that runs through here, and it can get corroded and make shifting really difficult. So what I need to do is remove this clip and remove that clip down there, and then wiggle this whole piece, get that shaft out from that. So to begin with, this clip spins around, and I think you can see that this little piece obviously must pry up, and then you force this piece off. Okay, yep, you just lift that tab up, and there's the clip. And then we just move the shifting cable off of it. Again, I'll put the screwdriver under that tab, and it looks like it's going to slide right off really easily. And it looks identical to the other clip. So here are the two clips. Force this out. See, and the arm also goes over this little piece, but there's no clip holding it in place. It just pops off. It just comes off. So somehow I've got to encourage this piece to move that away. And I can tell right now it's tough. It's tough spinning this thing, so I think my friend was right in terms of this being a big issue. So I'm going to have to use some more brute force here, so I'll try to leave the camera on a tripod for you to watch. Okay, thought I'd report in. I've got a sort of a pry bar here that I put down in between here, and as you can see, this is starting to come out. You can see the shiny shaft of this thing, and you can see now that the end of the shaft is no longer sticking out of that tube. So it's starting to come, slow but sure, but it's this is obviously going to be a little bit of a challenge here to get it go all the way out. But I definitely have it started. Oh, that's good. It's good. It's most of the way out. And apparently, I hope that's okay. I'm taking that piece with it. But it's now almost out. Wow. But boy, it is hard to, even now it's hard to turn this thing. So this wasn't going to do much good for shifting when I can barely turn it by hand. So here it is. This was the problem, I believe, is that this corrosion on this middle pin kept this thing from turning easily, therefore making the shifting inaccurate and hard. So I'm going to clean this up and then try to reassemble this. And I can feel there are plastic bushings on either side of this tube. I don't know if I should try to take them off. Oh, I think they're going to break off. Yeah. Yeah. Well, if I take these bushings, that's going to be one other added step. So first I'm just going to try cleaning that pin and then seeing if it cleans it up. Otherwise, I probably should replace these bushings. I'll get a little mirror and see what they look like. And we can sort of look inside this tube, actually. And I don't know if that crack is supposed to be there or not. Let's look at the other side, if I can. Oh, the crack is supposed to be there because there's a crack on this one side too. Looks pretty clean on the inside. So I think I'm going to clean up this shaft, grease it, reinsert this and see if I can make this whole thing work again. And you can learn from my experience, maybe, if you're having shifting problems. So, for the record, I found out that I called Volkswagen to find out what the name of this thing is that I've got in my hand, and it's called the relay lever. And there's another big lever down there that has a different name. Where is it? Right there, whatever that is. But this lever is called the relay lever, and that's the one that's giving me trouble. So I'm going to use 220 water dry sandpaper and clean this thing up, and then we're going to grease it and try to put it back in. So just going to take this stuff. 220 is awesome. Yeah, this definitely, you could see, yeah, it was definitely rusty. You can see that. So, the internet should be about learning and sharing information, in my opinion. So, I'm hoping that just maybe some of you out there, have a hard shift in your Volkswagen, and this is the reason, and that my video helps you discover your problem. I can see I got a little divot a little divot there from the screwdriver. I hope that doesn't cause too many problems. I think I better clean that off too. So I'm going to clean that spot up with my little grinder, hopefully. Okay, that's the end of that. That looks good to me. So I cleaned up that little burr. And I'll just do a little bit more cleaning to be on the safe side. I just found out that I just called Volkswagen and found out that those plastic grommets on each end of that tube are available, and they're $10 a piece and some change. Never has so much been charged for so little. But I'm not going to replace these in this particular case. The main reason is because this is too tight, not too. If it was too wobbly, I would say, yeah, I definitely better do something about those plastic grommets. But in this case, they're too tight. So, and I'm hoping that it didn't rust behind the grommets, causing them to close in on this shaft here. That would be totally not cool. Alright, that's it. Now I'm going to put some wheel bearing grease on this and then try to put it back in through the assembly. Got some nice wheel bearing grease here, and we'll slather this on. And hope for the best. And that's it. And I'm going to try to reassemble it, and I'll report in to you if it repairs the shifting. Okay, so here goes nothing. I don't know if you'll be able to watch this. The struggle is real. You can see the front end of the tube down there, so that's what I'm aiming for. Oh, that's good. It's going in a lot easier than it came out. That is some good news. And I've got it. Oh, I was leaning against the grease, but I've got the relay arm reassembled and installed. See if you, I think you can probably see it. And boy, it was a lot easier going in than it was coming out. So now I just need to reconnect. I don't know if I should put any grease on there or not. I think I will just put a little touch of grease just because. That was nice and easy. That was nice and easy. Then I'll put the clip on that shaft that I just cleaned up. Right down there. On, and I believe I'm done. Okay, we're ready for an action-packed ride. Oh my gosh, I can already tell the shift. Oh my God. I was using like a lot of strength to force it into gears when I was hitting the right gears. And sometimes I wouldn't get the gears at all. And now the shifting is so amazingly easy. Wow. And that is it. Second gear, nice and easy. Third gear, nice and easy. So, thank you for watching the video, and I hope this helps you get your car back on the road.